I want to talk to you about something that's simple, that is inspirational, that's going to change your life. It's what changed my life within 5 years, going from stuck in a broke job, working 9 to 5 in a corporate environment, job that I hated, colleagues that I did not get on with. When I could see my career in the next 20 years just by looking at my boss, I could see how how much they were getting paid, what they were stuck on, the lifestyle they were living, and it's something I did not want for myself. And within 5 years, it changed from doing that to now running my own successful business, living in a new country. Weather is great, lots of family time, get to do anything throughout the day, don't need to ask for annual leave. And just by following some five very simple but important principles. First thing is your philosophy in life. What you tend to find is we are all blaming everything around us for our position that we're in at the moment. If you think about it, what has changed for you in the last 5 years? Let's just say last 10 years in your work. How much progress have you made in the last 10 years in your corporation, in your job, in your finance? Okay, every year you get paid, you would hope, excess amount of money, a bit more than you got paid the year before. Now you're getting going to work every single day, getting up, leaving your family, logging into the computer, having lunch at lunchtime, finishing off emails, projects, having all these meetings. Every year, how much is that additional knowledge worth, okay, to your pay increment? You'll probably find that it's an extra $2,000 every single month. Okay, so your whole year, all that knowledge you've accumulated is only worth $1 or $2,000. If you look at your pay increments, how much it's went up over the last 10 years. Wouldn't you say that is not really relevant to how much knowledge you have acquired in that 1 year or that 2 year? $1,000, $2,000, sometimes not even a pay increment. Sometimes our wages actually go down because inflation is eating into that. So sometimes a previous job I had, my goodness, it was pay increments of 2%, whilst inflation was 3%. So you were actually getting, every year you were actually getting poorer in life. You weren't actually making more money. Isn't that just such a crazy concept that we work every single day, we study, we do meetings, we do all these things, but come the end of the year, your money is actually going down, your value in the economy is going down. So it's so easy to blame surroundings, your parent, your company, the country, the taxes. It's so easy to do that. Or we can take things into our own hands. It's our philosophy in life. What is it that you are focused on? There's no point blaming all your surroundings. Why? Because that's all we have. We don't have another society. We don't have another country. We don't have another, we can't blame our background because that is all we have. That is us. What we need to work on is how do we change your thoughts and your process and your actions to have a better outcome. Because at the moment, if you think the last year, how much income have you increased from what you were earning the year before? Are you happy with that increase? Or are you just, it's exactly the same amount of money as you had last year, or even as went down, and then we're really in trouble? Is it more? Is it less? Is it the same? We should be thinking we need to be like doubling our income. This is how much effort, knowledge we've acquired over the last year. But the thing is, are we putting in the effort to redeem that amount of value? Or are we just, get on with what our boss is saying, the meetings that we're doing every day? Is that all we're doing? So step one, take full responsibility for where you are in life at the moment. And we don't want to hear any more of the regret of the past. So and so screwed me over. My work colleague done this to me. My parents done this. My school teacher's done this. No, step number one is take full responsibility for where you are right now in your life and just understand and areas in your life where we have messed up. We're not where we want to be in our career. We messed up. We're not in even the right industry. We messed up. We're not even at the same physical body that we want. We're overweight. We are not quite hitting our fitness targets. It's on us. We have messed up. So part one is take full responsibility of your actions to where we are right now. Part two, work harder on yourself than you do your job. I used to say to myself, I'll work hard on my job and the company will take care of me. Wrong, completely wrong. Work on yourself harder than you work on your job. A lot of us are expecting our company to take care of us. We think, okay, I'll spend 9, 10, 12 hours on my job, and whatever's left over, I'll work on myself at the end of the day. Guess what? That never happens. A year goes by, 5 years, 10 years, decades go by with this philosophy of I will work on my job and they will look after me. How many times then have you seen the company will go out of business, the company will be sold off, the owners will make all the money, and you're left with absolutely nothing? You'll get laid off in one day's notice or a week's notice. That happened to me. I was working for a company. It was a Wednesday afternoon, 4:30 p.m. Got told to come into the office, and just like that, that was my notice. You've got till the end of the week. You will be, today's your last day, and you'll be laid off by the end of the week. That's it. All this, we are working for the company will look after us. Gone. Those are days of the past. Work on yourself harder than you do on your company. Here's a plan for you. Read more books, develop your skills, work on refining the skills you have, get more skills, invest in yourself so you become valuable to a marketplace, to your company, and do not expect that your company is going to come saving your praises. If they let you go or if the company goes bust, they are not going to spend the time advocating for you when everyone is out for themselves. You need to look after yourself and your family. Upskill the skills you have right now, because nobody is going to come and save you when you just get let go or your company goes under. Look after yourself so that you can look after your family. Part 3, the power of goals. Have you got your goals written down? Life doesn't give us what we want, it gives us what we deserve. What is it you deserve? Now, we all think we deserve a lot. We're born thinking that we deserve a lot, but in reality, have a look at your life and the steps and the daily actions that you take right now. What would you say if I read this out to you, what you do in a day, what time you get up, what food you eat, what is your mentality like, how early do you show up for work? Would you say that is somebody who deserves more in life? He leaves early. He only puts in just the minimal amount of effort to get through the day. He just tries to avoid any trouble, doesn't push higher or push the boundaries of his job role greater than he can possibly do it. Is that somebody that you would say deserves more in life, or somebody just expects more in life? Because we need to be showing up as though we have earned the right to get more out of the day than what we are currently doing. Have a look, think, how many books have you read in the last 90 days? How many seminars have you listened to? How many self-development products have you listened to compared to Netflix, compared to just watching mindlessly on social media? What is it that we've done to deserve the right to hit our goals? And very few of us have written goals. I was once 5 years ago not writing any goals other than, can I pay my rent at the end of the month? Can I pay my bills? That was my only goals in life. Can I pay my bills at the end of the month? Now that's very short-sighted. Why not write 5-year goals, 10-year goals? What is it that you've written in the way of your goals so that you can aim and achieve them? Be specific. Break them down into goals and actions. What am I going to do in discipline? Because goals without action steps are just dreams, and they're not going to change your life dreaming about it. Put into action exactly what it is you want to achieve and how you're going to get into disciplines. Wake up early. Eat healthy. Spend some family time. Spend some outdoors time not connected to the internet. These are disciplines, and a discipline practiced every day leads you towards your goals. Not dreaming about it, not talking about it, and definitely not expecting it to just somebody just give you it. Oh, here's your dream. Thank you. That's just not how it works. Now let's talk about failure. Failure is not the enemy, it's the teacher. It is your teacher that you have had for free, the experience you've had. That's what failure is. People are trying to avoid failure. How do they expect it to learn? I had a restaurant throughout COVID. 2019, we opened this restaurant. Wow, what an experience that was. That restaurant lasted about a year and a half to 2 years. What an experience that was. We sold it at the end because financial situations caused us to. It was very difficult. But we learned a lot of information, a lot of experiences. Now, we could say that we failed, or we could say that we learned, and it was an experience. It hardened us into business. I learned how to deal with contractors, employees. That was a tough one. How to deal with employees, business partners, associates, customers, how to set up business procedures so much, and you have these experiences in your life, but you need to have more of them. A lot of people are avoiding making mistakes. Mistakes are not enemies, they are your teacher. This is what you need. You need to make more mistakes in your life so that you can learn what not to do. But people are expecting to live a fruitful life without any mistakes and just go straight win at first attempt. That is not how it works. Failure is something you should be learning from and something you should be embracing instead of expecting it to be embarrassed. I get that you can be embarrassed about your mistake, but the more mistakes, if you look back at history to see successful people, they've had many mistakes, but no one remembers them. They remember the successes and they take their learnings and their experience from those failures forward. What is it that you would love to do but you're scared of failing? Starting a business, leaving that job for a higher paying, maybe more aspirational role, but you're worried that you might fail in that position? This is what's going to move you forward in life, not thinking, oh, I don't want to take that next step in my life because I'm worried about failing. That is not how you're going to move forward in your life. Wish away your problems in life. Wish you were better. Jim Rohn had a great phrase, which is, don't don't wish things were easier. Wish you were better. Because a life without failure is a life without growth. We need growth to develop our skills and become the most valuable person we can be in the marketplace, and you can get exactly what it is that you want. A life of abundance, freedom. That's what we're all looking for. Stop trying to avoid failure. Instead, embrace it, and move forward with the mistakes and the learnings and move it to the next project. Next, be around the right people. Who are the right people? Well, that goes back to your goals. What is it you're trying to achieve? If you're trying to get fit, be around fit people. If you're trying to be successful financially, be around those people that are successful and financial in the area that you want to achieve. There's a study that went out that says you will earn close to your 3 to 5 closest friends. That's the bracket. So you look around the closest people around you. Okay, you will earn between 5 and 10% around that area where they earn as well. So what do they earn? And your income will be very similar to that. As soon as I heard that, I outgrew a lot of my current friends and found other people that were more in the range financial bracket that I wanted to be around. Our habits and disciplines are a result of the friends and the acquaintances that we have. Do you have friends that just go out drinking every single weekend and have like mindlessly just entertainment all the time without any growth aspect to their life? These are the friends that are in their 30s and 40s that are, should know better in life. They should be they should be settled down, they should be established, some stability, yet they're still out partying, drinking, all of that kind of stuff. And yet people will say, oh, there's time for relaxing and chilling. Well, there could be. Have you made it in life? Is the other parts of your life sorted out, or is your home life, your finances an absolute disaster, and yet you're still going out on a Friday, Saturday night, drinking away all your sorrows? Is that the type of friends that you want? There's different groups of friends completely. There's fitness ones, there's ones that people go and get drunk with and do all sorts of crazy stuff. What kind of lifestyle are you looking for? What is it, the goals that you want to achieve? For me, when I was the age of 25 and I looked around me and I was stuck around all these corporate people that were stressed, not happy in their career, always looking for more, I said, I need to forget this. I need to go to find people that are already living the life that I want to live financially. And that's why we made the decision, move country. We live now in Gibraltar, which is in the south of Spain. Absolutely love it. The weather's great. Yeah, economy is the same as the UK. We're not blaming or we're not saying that the economy is any different. It's your philosophy on the friends that you have around you, the environment that you're in. Was it easy to come here? No, it wasn't easy to come here. We had to do a lot. We had to sell our property, leave family, sell my vehicles, all those kind of things. It wasn't easy. And it's not going to be easy for you as well. Who said life is going to be easy for you to live your goals and dreams, but for you to get around the right people? Now, if you're still young and single, you should go to another country, go somewhere where you can get a new environment. It's not going to be easy. It's not just going to come to your doorstep. The people in your street, in your village, in your city, if it's not the right environment, you need to leave there. It's not going to work for you. You need to decide right now, is that something that you want? How much do you want the success at the end? Or are you going to waste away another year, another decade of your life wishing that it would be easier? Your surroundings, the people around you make a huge difference. So, in conclusion, take responsibility. Work harder on yourself than you do your job. Set clear, ambitious goals and disciplines that you can work with every single day. Little, small actions, but keep them consistent. Watch your environment around you. Honestly, you're not going to get anywhere if you're still hanging around your broke, drunk, unorganized, undisciplined friend. You're not going to get where it is that you want. It's not going to be the way forward. Have a set plan. How are you going to start a business? How are you going to increase your income? This is something we talk about here in this community. Click on the link around this video. We'll show you step by step how to do it. Honestly, someone like myself went from being broke and depressed in a corporate job in the UK within 5 years, living a life of passion, from freedom, wealthy, not just money wealth, but abundance. And honestly, I can't tell you how much life has changed on the other side of reaching for your goals and your aspirations on the other side. Join us in that community, and I'll speak to you on the next call.